you're, of course, with the band The Night Party. Have you guys only been around for about 12 months, have you?
Yeah, we've only been gigging for about just over 12 months, and I suppose we were writing the songs and rehearsing for about a year before that, just messing around, and then the songs came together pretty quickly and we got a gig and we just took it from there. We've been playing together as musicians for years, and so we played in bands over the years and, always in and out of each other's lives, and this new project has happened where I'd sort of settled back down after being interstate and overseas, and he'd been elsewhere, and I started playing drums, and Buck was bringing new riffs to the table, and we were playing, and then I found that I could sing and play drums in a way that I suppose at a different timing to what I'm used to doing with guitar, and it's quite different from what we'd previously done.
So you're only a two-piece band?
Yeah, we are essentially at our core. That's what we are. That's how we started. We have occasionally friends jump up and play with us. For the launch on the 21st, we'll have our friend Nick playing lead guitar part. That we, of course, there's lead guitar stuff on the album that I recorded. It's simply I'm not that ambidextrous. To be playing drums and the guitar at the same time, so Nico's going to help out. And so, we're sort of quite open to it. It's not strictly a two-piece, just sort of happened by accident. And the fact that the guitar amp that we use, that Buck uses, is a beautiful, big old, like an old 70s Australian bass amp, and it's just got beautiful bottom end, and he's one of these talented bastards that can, really hold down the sort of bottom end of a guitar line and actually be playing these wonderful higher parts as well at the same time in a really raw, cool way. So we're both bass players, so it's been quite funny not to have a bass player around. It's sort of been unnecessary.
So you play guitar, bass, drums and sing? Am I getting that right?
Yeah. I suppose the thing with us is that we both sing, and that's, I suppose, part of our live thing is that when we're generally gigging, we don't always play with more than two of us, but most of our gigs are just us two, and we just get up and do it. And the thing is that we both sing. So when we've got that full sound, I think if people had come up to us in the early years and said, it's a bit empty sounding, or, it's not happening, we would have probably thought, fuck, we better flesh it out a bit. But, we've got this big sound, surprisingly. And when we both sing together, something clicks. We've been singing together for years, and for these songs, it just works. Yeah, it's good. It's good that we both sing. I couldn't imagine I don't know how drummers just do it. Sometimes when I'm playing the drums without singing, it's fantastic, to just play the drums and without having to worry about singing, because it is a task sometimes to, try and nail these songs and keep your mouth near the microphone, and actually be able to pull it off. We had one song that's on the album, Such a Fool, and it's more of a sort of downbeat, more of a soul-y sort of track, and it took us ages to get that live, I was dropping beats all over the place, and it took us a while to try and get it so it's pumping now. It's one of our more powerful sort of live tracks that we play.
Yeah, and you are launching your album at the Workers Club on the 21st of March.
Yeah.
And it is your debut album, Get To You. Did you release any EPs or anything first, or is this your first release?
Yeah, we considered that. And, I know it's quite common these days for bands to do that sort of thing. And certainly we did release, I wouldn't say release, but we knocked out an EP of the first 6 tracks that we got recorded that were done and mastered, and because we headed over to Japan last September, and we just wanted something to sort of give to people, who were interested there. So we took a bag full of CDs over there with us. So it wasn't a standalone EP. The 6 songs on there ended up on the album as well. So.
Well, are you actually going to tour other than Melbourne? You've got, as we said, the launch in Melbourne, but are you planning to go into state or anything, or regional?
Hope to. We hope to probably the Easter holidays. We'll see what happens. We've got this video shoot that we've been sort of putting off. We just had stuff coming up, and these guys are going to make this. These filmmakers down in Melbourne want to do this clip with us, and it involves a bit of work. So I think that's been sort of now penciled into the Easter holidays. Certainly, probably mid-year, we want to get into state. We're a bit slack on that front. We've just been so focused on getting this album out at the moment. And as well, we both work full-time jobs, and, I have a family and kids, and, so it's just one of those balancing acts, and we sort of take it as we can.
Yeah, and so do you have a single that you are releasing? You said you were going to make a video, so I suppose you've got the single picked out.
Yeah, it's funny, I mean, the video is going to be "Forget to You" and the title track, and which is only a 2-minute song, so it's going to be quite a lot packed into I think it's only 2 minutes. But as far as the single goes, I suppose it's strange these days with the way things are with the internet and everything. Where once upon a time you'd release possibly even a couple of singles before the album comes out, then more after that. But these days, it's hard to know what constitutes releasing a single means anymore. People release videos, online, and that's a single release, or they just release one tune on iTunes, or other bands just press a 45 in Belgium or somewhere, and then have a gig, in Collingwood and launch it there, and that's launching a single. For us, we'd like to actually do something like that. We'd probably want to pick one song and one or two songs and just, make it maybe even a double A side, pick two songs and put that out on 45 or something, maybe in a couple of months' time. At the moment, as things are with this band, we sort of, if the door opens, we just walk through it and see what happens.
I'm always interested about where the band name come from. We've been trying to find one for about 2 months now.
Yeah, we didn't have anything, and we hadn't even really thought of it when it came along. And it's weird because it's kind of obvious, and it's a funny one. But I was at a friend's place down the road, and we were all partying at a billiard table, and people were jumping around, dancing, and having a good time. And my youngest daughter, she was asleep somewhere in the house, and she came out, and she suddenly saw all this stuff happening. She was half asleep, and she said, "What's going on?" So we're having a party. She said, "Oh, it's a night party." Because she'd only seen us having barbecues and kids' parties and stuff. She didn't realise this is what adults got up to,
Yeah.
The music cranked up and people having a good time. And I just thought, that's cool. And I hadn't considered it. And then I thought night party is cool. And then I did the old Google test. And of course, every person having a party on any Saturday night sort of came up. But then I realised that night party with, putting a that in front of it became something more specific. And I suppose it also has a connotations of, think of some like a search party or something at night, flaming torches, and, there's some sort of that element as well to it. Yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. Maybe there is a band called The Night Party out there somewhere, but, as far as I can tell, there's not, so we're safe.
I hope so, yeah.
Unfortunately, thenightparty.com is taken by this group of teenagers over in Paraguay, and they've got some website where they sort of take photos of all their daggy sort of friends at discos. And I suppose I'm just lying in wait until they give up on that business, and I can buy their website.
Because you are thenightparty.net.
Yeah, we're .net, which is, I suppose, just as common these days. It's getting more common as, .com fills up.
I had trouble finding you on Facebook, but you are facebook.com/We Are The Night Party.
Yeah, that's a bit tricky. Buck's in charge of all that. I'm a bit old school with. I'm just not sort of onto Facebook at all, and I've got to get my head together on that. I look after all the artwork and posters and stuff, and I'm cool with machines, but I just haven't really, and SoundCloud and all these wonderful things, but I just haven't I just don't even check Facebook. I'm hopeless,
So you've got the launch party on the 21st of March. When exactly is the album released? Is it going to be released on the 21st?
No, it's already technically been released. MGM released it on the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all out there on iTunes and, JB and Sanity and all those sort of things that they connect up to. We sell it, of course, at gigs. But from what I understand, it's if you want to go to an indie record store or even Sanity or something, and, whether you're in Geelong or Wagga Wagga, you can get hold of it.
And if they don't have it in store, you can always order it through MGM anyway.
I think that's the way it works these days.
I actually have found your CD available online for sale at thenightparty.bandcamp.com too.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The link is on your website, thenightparty.net.
That's it, yeah. So you can go to Bandcamp, but I think that's only digital copy.
Yeah, I'm going to tell people to go to facebook.com/We Are The Night Party and give you a like, or thenightparty.net, and you've got the launch for Get To You at the Workers Club on the 21st of March, and you've got a few DJs playing, as well as Gator Queen, Richie, 1250, and the Brides of Christ, and it's only $8.
He's a DJ from PBS Melbourne. He does a Friday night show on PBS, and he's a great guy. He's a complete music nut. He's got this band, this cooking band. He sings out, figures out the front, and doing kicks in the air and stuff. And he's got backup singers, and all that sort of stuff. And he's just great to play with. And go to Queen like a Cajun sort of R&B, like in the old school sort of New Orleans R&B sort of style. And I think in the States, the singer, the guitarist. And so it's going to be a fun night. And yeah, Ken Evil, he's a DJ on PBS as well. He's going to be spinning some tunes. And DJ Eddie, he's a bit of a character.
Yeah, well, I hope it goes really well for you. And as I said, it's only $8 entry. It's the 21st at the Workers Club. Thank you very much for talking to us. And yeah, good luck at the album launch and with the album itself. And people can find out more about you at thenightparty.net.
Yeah, we usually keep everything updated on the .net one. So.
Yeah, it has been great talking to you.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, have a good night. We'll try and get up to Ballarat, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah, well, let us know when you do, and we'll
will.
either have a chat or get you in the studio.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.